Topic: Social image. Subtopics: Definition of a social image. Projecting a positive social image. Grooming basics. Social graces and etiquettes. Social image is what you think and want the society to think about you, or of you, that is, or image. You want people to think about you in a certain way. That is the social image you want to project. Maintaining a positive social image is an essential feature of human psychology, as it fosters collaborative group behavior more efficiently than other motivations. Social graces and etiquettes. Social graces are skills used to interact politely in social situations. They include manners and etiquette, which are specifically accepted rules within a culture for the application of universal manners. It is from these initial first impressions by chance or circumstance, where relationships are built or discarded. The best foot forward in developing a solid partnership requires a foundation of mutual trust and respect. How that evolves is through a continuation of good communications, transparency, and honesty. Social graces that impact business relationships. First, listen up. It is critical to be a better listener than talker. Listening is one of the hardest skills to master in life. Our brains are wired to always be on, sifting through new ideas, making opinions and calculating our next move. It takes practice to manage all of that activity and just listen. It doesn't mean you have to be silent. Social graces remind us to pay attention. Don't interrupt and let others speak. First impressions are often based on our ability to listen. Read more on this topic in Listen Up or Lose Out. Goal: be a better listener. Second, make eye contact. The inability to make eye contact is probably what loses more people's interest in the first 10 seconds than any other social grace. Maintaining eye contact in direct communications shows you are interested in what the other person is saying. Be careful not to make it awkward or stare. Not all first contacts are made face-to-face. However, a good tip is to assume they are watching you through whatever device you are using. Imagine they can see where you are looking and how well you are paying attention. Sit up. Focus on the conversation and talk directly into the speaker. Eliminate all distractions. Goal: give everyone your full attention. Third, be on time. Provide the best opportunity for making a great first impression by being on time. Aim for 5 minutes early in all cases. Being on time is the most costly way to lose opportunities and harm relationships, even before they start. Every second you leave someone waiting is a second they are building up another reason why they are not interested in what you have to say. This applies to meetings over the phone, online or in person. Being on time shows respect and that you care about the relationship. Goal: be the first to arrive. Fourth, remember names. It's all in a name. If you show the lack of attention to remember a person's name, you probably will lack the attention to detail required to achieve the goals in the relationship. Paying attention during introductions, writing down a person's name and collecting their information are critical for fostering any relationship. You are better asking someone to repeat their name than calling them the wrong name or calling them the generic you because you neglected to remember their name. Goal: get the name right. Fifth, ignore hearsay. We all know how important it is to not judge others. There are many that find their lot in life to influence others with their opinions or share idle hearsay. It is not acceptable for justifying why you do or do not engage in a business relationship. In leadership, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is listening to gossip, chatter, noise and others' unsolicited judgments in lieu of gathering your own facts and making your own first impressions. He said, she said, they said has no place in business. This does not mean you ignore fair and critical input. It simply means to use facts and your own experiences to determine the value in your potential relationship. Goal: get the facts. 6. Pass on aggressive. One sure way to prevent any relationship from moving forward is being passive-aggressive. It is probably the #1 business communications violation. This doesn't mean you should not speak up or participate in the conversation. In fact, not purposely withholding or participating in the conversation can also be a passive-aggressive behavior. Eliminate conversation roadblocks, such as talking over people, negativity, mansplaining, interrupting others, or giving backhanded compliments. When you begin a sentence, you have entered the danger zone. Just kidding, tells others you probably meant exactly what you said. Explaining the obvious is one way to shut down any two-way dialogue. Aggressive has no place in social graces. Goal: avoid stubborn know-how. 7. Understand the culture. We are global. Relationships form at the basis of cultural differences and acceptance. We all have something to offer. This requires awareness and knowledge of cultural norms, behaviors, and expectations. Cultures can be defined by demographic and sociographic boundaries like geography, language, heritage and ethnicity. It is also important to recognize that there are cultures within businesses as well. Do your homework in advance. Are gifts acceptable? Do you present a business card? In what direction? Do you use a title? What is the best attire? Ask others who are native to the culture. Read, research and use Google. Ignoring cultural social graces when they venture outside your own world displays a lack of care and willingness to develop good relationships. It's ignorant. Respect others and how they do business to get the most out of your relationship. Goal: understand the cultural impact. 8. Acknowledge and respect. You never know who you will meet in life and how that person can change your future. The guy in the old pickup truck driving down the road in Omaha might just be one of the richest people in the world. Imagine that chance encounter to develop a meaningful relationship. Being open to others' ideas, listening to their stories, being present when they ask for your attention are all vital social graces to building good relationships. Goal: you can learn from everyone. 9. Thank you matters most. Two of the most important words in any relationship are thank you. Taking nothing for granted and respecting others' time and space. All can be summarized with a note of gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to meet. Thank you for your follow-up. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you for your help. Perhaps the outcome will not give you what you had hoped when you first engaged with a person. However, how you show up and pay your respect will be remembered forever. Acknowledging others' actions shows you care, and that is the ultimate social grace. Goal: always give thanks. How to develop and maintain your social image. Whether you're a business, brand, professional or amateur blogger, or simply an individual looking to have their voice heard on social networking, one of the most important steps you can take in the realm of social media is to establish your public image and maintain it on networking sites. Take a look at these 4 steps for getting started. Step 1. Who are you? Who do you want to be? This involves not only your public image, but your public voice as well. If you're starting from scratch, Now's the time to define who you are and what type of voice you want to have online. This goes from what you choose to say on Twitter, Facebook statuses and Google Plus all the way to the images you to display on your networks. The saying, "A picture is worth 1,000 words," rings true in this case. If your business brand is professional and wants to be taken seriously in all aspects, you're probably going to pass on sharing that funny meme you saw on your news feed today. However, if you want your image to be more casual and light-hearted, you might share a few conversation starter pictures on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Step 2. Keep it classy. This may just be my personal opinion, but it's a societal norm that one can be funny without being rude. This factor is extremely important to businesses and brands, especially those that want to have a laid-back, friendly vibe on social networks. Before sharing a picture or quote that can be seen as insensitive to a particular niche, really think about whether or not your business can afford to lose that community. Similarly, remember to be cautious of the personal photos you upload and the personal statuses you create. All I have to do is direct your attention to the one of tweets sent out by actress Amanda Bynes, like this one, or country singer Miranda Lambert, like this one, who are negatively known for being a little too open about their personal views on Twitter. Step 3. Brand synergy. A key to search success is repetition. No, this doesn't mean to post the same updates over and over. To be successfully repetitious in social media means to have the same username across all networks and be recognizable on each platform. For instance, if your company brand blog was titled Adam's Apples, you would want your Facebook name to be Adam's Apples, your Facebook URL to be www.facebook.com/AdamsApples, your Twitter handle and Instagram username to be @AdamsApples, and so on. Having this repetition builds your image by making it easier for the public to find you on any given platform. My suggestion would be to go out and make sure each handle is available for ownership before finalizing your brand's name. Step 4. Remember your goals. Wanting to get out there in the social networking world is great and highly encouraged in today's society. There's a whole new audience out there that would otherwise not be reached. However, be sure to make and keep goals of what you're trying to accomplish by being online. Don't just get out there simply to be out there. Get into social media for a specific reason and make sure to focus on that reasoning when you're posting, networking. For example, if your company goal is to inform the public on the cause it is trying to benefit, focus on updating your networks with that information in a fun and innovative way.